Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on this Cooler Master CM692 Advanced Mid-Tower Computer Case. This case is made of steel with some plastic, and we have some mesh grill at the front for ventilation. It measures 8.4 inches wide, 19.5 inches tall, and 20.8 inches deep. Up at the front, we have your four 5¼ inch drive bays, and below that a pre-installed 140mm white LED fan. Now let's turn it on to the side. We have mounting points for two 80mm, two 92mm, two 120s, or two 140mm fans. On the back, we have a couple rubber grommets to thread your cables through or your water cooling tubes, a pre-installed 120mm fan, knockout for your input-output shield on your motherboard, 7 expansion slots, as well as an additional vertical expansion slot if you wish to include a bracket with extra ports like USB or eSATA, and a bottom power supply mount. Finally, on this side, we have a mount for an 80mm fan to cool the area on the back of your motherboard tray. I'm going to remove the front bezel to give you a closer look at the fan, as well as your 5¼ inch drive bays. So here's your pre-installed 140. You can install a 140 here, or a 120 here, or a 120 here. At the top of the case, we have some more mesh grill for ventilation, and beneath that, a pre-installed 140mm fan, or you can install two 120s or two 140s, and there's compatibility for a 240 rad as well. Over here, there's a cover for your X dock or hot swap dock for a 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch drive. Two USB 3.0 ports, two USB 2.0 ports, your headphone and microphone jacks. Here we have your LED on-off button and for your front fan. And we have your power indicator, hard drive indicator light, as well as your power and reset buttons. Now let's move around to the bottom. Some raised rubberized feet to help reduce vibration as well as improve airflow. Large honeycomb ventilation holes for where your power supply sits, and some a dust filter here for your two mounts for two 120mm fans, as well as a mount for a 240mm radiator. If you wish to include a bottom radiator, you'll have to remove the bottom hard drive cage inside the case. I've removed the thumb screws for the right side panel, so let's take a quick look. Here we have a large cutout for your aftermarket heatsink, and this is the 3-pin cable as well as Molex with pass-through for your top 140. And they've included plenty of tie-down points for managing your cables and rubber grommets to thread your cables through. And over here we have your 2-pin connector for your front LED fan, and 3-pin connector with Molex and pass-through to power your fan. And now for a look at the interior. This case is compatible with micro ATX and ATX motherboards. Here's a look at your rear 120 with its 3-pin connector and Molex with pass-through cable. Now if I tilt this, you can see that there's raised rubberized feet for where the power supply sits to reduce vibration. And over here we have your front panel connectors. Let me just undo this cable tie. We have your 20-pin USB 3.0 header. And what is this? This is your audio connectors. USB 2.0 cable, and this is the power and data cables for your X dock, hot swap dock at the top of the case. And finally, your power reset and LED plugs. On the right side of your 5¼ inch drive bays, it is a toolless locking mechanism. And below that, your 6 3.5 inch drive mounts. However, in the first drive sled, you get a an adapter for two 2.5-inch drives. You can place one on the bottom and one on the top. And one last thing is that you can include a 120 millimeter fan on your drive cage. Here's a look at the accessories included with the case. We have your limited warranty, installation guide, and a bag of your motherboard speaker, some cable ties, standoffs, and some other mounting hardware. A dust filter that goes on top of your power supply mount. And last, we have these 3.5-inch drive adapter brackets and 5.25-inch to 3.5-inch drive bay cover. Here's a look at the front fan LED and the button that turns it on and off. That wraps up our overview on this Cooler Master CM692 Advanced Mid-Tower Computer Case. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.